Hey, day school friends. Miss Annie and Miss Kelly are right back the next day to have another fun circle time with you. I'm sorry about you guys not being able to hear the song very well. I've now moved my speaker right in front, so we'll be able to hear it better, and you'll be able to hear me read the book better. This is all really new for both of us. But we're having a lot of fun, and we're hoping that you guys are having just as much fun as we are. So we're going to get right to it and start talking about, what do you think we're going to talk about first?
Calendar.
The calendar. We're still in the month of April, and that begins with the letter A, which is our letter of the week. And today is April 2nd. That's number 2. So we don't have to count very far today, but as we move further along in April, we'll get to bigger numbers. So right now we're just going to count 1, 2. That's it. That was pretty easy, right? And so today is one of my favorite days of the week because it's close to the weekend. Today is Thursday. So let's put our thinking caps on. If today is Thursday, then that means yesterday. Let me take off my signs. Annie, you want to help put some up? So if today is Thursday, what was yesterday? Do you boys and girls remember? It was Wednesday. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, and tomorrow will be, see if you guys can guess. What's tomorrow?
Friday.
Tomorrow will be Friday. So we're going to sing our days of the week, and you'll be able to hear it. You will also not be able to hear me sing that well because I don't sing very good. So here we go. Hang on. There we go. Right? Days of the week.
Days of the week.
Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday.
Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week.
Yay! Days of the week. All right. So do you guys remember the question of the day yesterday? Do you remember what it was, Anna Kate?
Yes, it was, can you do a cartwheel?
Can you do a cartwheel? And so I had a lot of fun answers, and I promise you guys, I'm not telling you guys a little fib. This was true. All of you guys, it's even across the board. There are the same amount of number of kids that can do a cartwheel that can't do a cartwheel. There is even the same amount of kids that can do a half of a cartwheel, which means you're still kind of learning. So get up, start moving around later on today and get some good exercise. It's fun to keep your body moving. You can go do jumping jacks, you can hop or skip, but get outside and get moving. It's a good thing to do. All right, so y'all also remember yesterday I told you one of my favorite authors and illustrators, and it's Eric Carle. And so today I'm going to read you guys another one of my favorite books by him. And it's called Brown Bear, What Do You See? Yes, I want to make sure it wasn't what do you hear or what do you, it's what do you see. So I want you to put your thinking caps on because we're also going to do the felt board again. You'll know how I love the felt board. I gotta take more sips of my coffee because that's what I need. All right, so I'm going to stand in front of you this time so that you can hear it. But this is it. Brown bear, what do you see? And he's going to go on quite the adventure finding some things. All right. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see all the children looking at me. Hopefully you guys are all watching and having a good time. All right, so now let's move over to our felt board. Annie, you want to help me?
Yes.
All right. I think that you guys can see it. Let me scoot you up just a little bit more. All right. All right, and so I kept my caterpillar out because it's the same author. All right, so do you guys remember what we had first? What did we have? Let's see if they can guess. It's the big animal that big, like tiny. We the lion kind of roars, but it's a brown
Bear.
It's a brown bear. Woo. It's a brown bear. What do you see? Do you remember what he saw next? It tweets. Do you know what color it was? It was
A red bird.
a red bird. A red bird. You guys should go try to see if you see any red birds outside today. This is actually called a cardinal. It's our state bird. All right, so red bird. What do you see? Do you remember what the red bird sees? I'll give you a hint if you can't guess it. It quacks.
It
Is
a yellow duck.
a yellow duck. All right, so yellow duck. What do you see?
I see.
This is something, I'll give you a hint. It neighs. It's a
Blue horse.
It's a blue horse. Yay, blue horse. What do you see? Do you know what the blue horse saw? This is something that rivets, and it's small, and it's, what color is it? It's green. It's a
Frog.
green frog. Green frog, what do you see? Do you know what the frog saw? This might be a pet that you have at your house, and it's got a tail.
And purrs.
It purrs. What else? What other sound is it making, Annie?
It
It meows. It's a
purple cat.
It's a cat. But I bet you guys don't have a purple cat. That would be really silly. All right, so purple cat, what do you see? Do you remember?
It's something that barks.
It barks. If it's anything like my two dogs, it barks all the time. It is a dog, a white dog. One of my dogs is white. White dog, what do you see? Do you know what the white dog sees next? Can you guess? It's a sheep. It's a black sheep. So this one's outlined in black. Black sheep, what do you see? That's right. They see a goldfish. And then the goldfish sees a teacher who's looking at all of you guys. So that was fun. I love my field boards. All right. Let me scoot you back. Okay. Yeah, we can get out that. I'm going to announce our other fun thing that we did yesterday. Remember what letter we were talking about? We were talking about the letter A. We're going to talk about that one a couple more times this week as well. But I asked you guys to count up all the family members that you have in your household and count the letter A's. So we had two people in the school that had the most A's, and they were Parker in our 2-year-old class. Parker has 5 letters, 5 A's in his family. And then Gabe in our pre-K class. So Gabe and Parker had the most A's in their family. Hudson in our 2-year-old class, she only had 2 A's in her family. So we had a lot of A's. I'm glad you guys counted everything. So now, if you guys, especially my pre-K friends, you guys do a lot of science in your class. And I thought it would be fun to do a science experiment with you guys, but it's going to take a couple days. So you're going to have to keep watching my circle time with Annie and me to see what happens. But do you remember what we talked about yesterday? We had a nursery rhyme that I talked to you about. Do you remember what it was?
It was a little egg.
It was about an egg, and he fell off a wall. It was Humpty Dumpty. And so we're talking about Humpty Dumpty in April because we also talk about lots of things in April, but one of the things we talk about is the shape oval, which is also like an egg. So I thought it would be cool to do an egg science experiment. But I need you guys to help me along the way. So there's 3 things that you're going to need. You're going to need to get
A jar. And then some white vinegar.
Yep, you need a jar with a lid, a mason jar with a lid. And if you don't have one, then just try to problem solve it. See if you have other things that you could put on top of it. And if not, we can work through it later on. So you'll need a jar. You need white vinegar, which I've poured some in here. Oh, that's Mr. Goodman. We're gonna ignore him for a minute and call him back. So I poured some white vinegar in here. So I'll put this right there. And then what else do you need? You obviously need an egg. You need an egg. So we're gonna carefully put the egg in this jar because if it cracks, then you'll need to get a new egg. So Annie, be really, really careful. Okay. Yeah, you might want moms and dads to do this part. So I'm gonna put it in there really carefully. So this is kind of for the pre-K kids, but my other classes can learn this word too. There's a really big word that people in science use when they're doing experiments. And it's to guess what you think is gonna happen. And the big word is called hypothesis. Can y'all say that word? Hypothesis. And it is basically a guess on what you think is gonna happen. So we put the egg in our jar. And Annie, do you want to pour some water? Pour it to about almost to the top, but leave a little bit of room. There you go. That's good. The vinegar has a funny smell. It doesn't smell great. So you don't want to put the lid on too tight because vinegar kind of is it's almost like it'll create like a gas, and so it'll pop the lid off. You don't want to do that. But I want you guys to tell me, have your moms and dads email me, what do you think is going to happen to this egg? We're going to let it stay in this vinegar overnight. So tomorrow when we come back to our circle time, the egg's going to look different. What do you think is going to happen to this egg? Do you think it's going to crack and the egg yolk and everything is just going to be floating in my water? Do you think it's going to stay the same? What do you think? You think it's going to disappear? What do you think is going to happen? So talk to your moms and dads, and you guys kind of try to figure out what you think is going to happen, and then email me your hypothesis, what you think will happen to the egg. And then tomorrow, we'll check back and see what our egg looks like. You have to come up with the hypothesis too, Annie, okay? All right, so we're gonna end with, actually, no, you know what we need to do? Because you couldn't hear it yesterday, and I know that you boys like this song. Annie, you ready to shake your sillies out? All right, let me have one more sip of coffee. There is not enough coffee for this quarantine. All right.
Gotta shake, shake, shake my sillies out, shake, shake, shake my sillies out, shake, shake, shake my sillies out, make all my rattles out.
Now you clap. My coffee break. Yay! All right, guys, as I was shaking my sillies out, there was something I forgot to do. Do y'all remember? Do you know, in circle time, there was something we didn't talk about. Do you remember, Annie? Oh, goodness. Well,
The weather.
the weather. We forgot to talk about the weather. So, look outside and tell me what you see. Do you see the sun shining bright? Do you see some clouds in the sky? Do you see rain? What do you see? Annie, go look out the window. What do you see?
It wasn't as cloudy as yesterday.
It wasn't as cloudy as yesterday. And I think today's going to be sunny.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. So go ahead and put that up all the way up to sunny. There you go. But it's still kind of
cold.
It is. You have your sweatshirt on. There you go. So it's sunny and cold. All right, friends. We're going to end our day with the question of the day for tomorrow. And Kate picked it out. Which question are we doing?
The question is, do you like popcorn or chips?
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Popcorn or
Uh-huh.
chips?
I know which one I like. So, why am I gonna tell you? Do you like popcorn or do you like potato chips? So do you remember what your two activities are for today? You have to answer the question of the day. Do you like popcorn or potato chips better? And then you also have to guess what you think is going to happen to our egg. And then let me know. All right. We sure do love you guys and miss y'all and can't wait to see you soon. And I promise our circle time, I'm going to work over the weekend with how you might be able to see me better. I feel like it might be a little fuzzy, but that's okay. We're working through everything. So I hope you guys have a fun day. Get outside, practice some cartwheels, get moving.
Yep.
Read a lot of books, do some dancing, and have a fun day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. There we go. Bye.